Hello everybody, welcome to JAIIB CAIIB English Medium channel. Today in this particular session, we will be talking about the principles and practices of banking subject, and particularly we will be covering one of the most important concept, and based on that we will be solving the questions as well. In the previous session, we have covered another important topic which was related to your CTS, the check truncation system. Today we will be starting off our lecture with the topic of the cash management, how the cash is being managed in the branches, what all restrictions are there, what all guidelines are there, whether there are certain stipulations pertaining to the custody of the cash, what about the custody of the keys in the branch. All these things we will be covering today, so stay tuned till the end. You will learn something new from this session. So the first thing first, what do we mean by the cash and its custody? What we have to learn basically for our examination. So in journal, the idea for this particular topic, it starts from the cash, which includes the small coin as well. So the cash and small coin balances, they must be kept in the strong room, in the joint custody of the head cashier or the cashier and the manager put in charge of the joint custody. So always remember, the joint custody is how the cash is being managed within a particular branch. And joint custody of whom? Whether we have the joint custody of head cashier and manager, or we can have the joint custody of cashier or manager. In some branches you will find a post or a particular individual holding the post of head cashier, but in certain branches or most of the branches we have the cashier only. The post of head cashier does not exist in small branches, so their cashier will be having the joint custody along with the manager. Then we have the strong room or the safe. In case of strong room, what all things we need to consider? So the cash will be kept definitely in the strong room only. It's not like that every day the cash is being replenished at branch level. Fine, the chest branches are providing the cash on daily basis. No, you are storing your cash somewhere. So it is the strong room or the safe. The strong room or safe must be under the dual custody of the head cashier or the cash officer and the manager in charge of cash. Fine. So whosoever manager is in charge of the cash, mostly we know that it is the service manager in the banks who will be holding the joint custody of the keys for the strong room, along with that head cashier or the cash officer. Next, the cash balance of the bank, how we tally the cash balances of our bank, of our branch. So the bulk of the cash balance should always be in the strong room or the safe under the joint custody, while the remainder, the cashier's hand balance, which will be left with the head cashier or the cashier during the day for the day's transaction. Fine. So always remember, whenever you open the vault, a particular amount is always considered for running the branch, and this amount is the bare minimum which you require to run your day-to-day transactions. And as a cashier or a head cashier, you must know that yes, this is the minimum amount which I need, because you are there since long time. You are not it's not like that from today only you are managing that particular cash. And if you are just now posted in that branch also, still somebody else was there prior to your posting who was handling the cash. So what is the amount involved on day-to-day transaction, in on day-to-day basis in those transactions, you have a fair idea, and according to that idea only you will be having the day-to-day cash in your vault on daily basis. Then how you will be checking the cash balance, how you can check the cash balance in your uh, branch. So the supervising official will personally count all the notes of denominations above rupees 100. Okay, so there are denominations of rupees 10, 20 and 50 as well, but they are not personally counted by the supervising official. All those denominations of rupees 100 or above will be counted personally by the supervising official. That is the first thing. The banks are required to sort all the notes into three categories: issuable, which you can issue to a customer; soiled means they are old enough but not that they are mutilated. Mutilated means what? Some wear and tear, serious wear and tear has happened. So the categorization will be such, and you will be making bundles based on this categorization only in the branch. the supervising official will verify at the close of the working day that the joint custody balance corresponds exactly with the entries in the cash balance book. So that will also be tallied by the supervising official, that yes, once the EOD is done for the cash vault, whether the cash balance book has been matched, the entries in the cash balance book were the same or not, whether we need to have certain modification in that, and if there is serious modification, then we are in for a long night in the branch. He will also invariably check the entire head cashiers or cash officers hand balance of the loose notes, and these entries are mostly done in the register as well. Before the strong room is closed, the supervising official, head cashier or the cash officer or the cashier should check the bundles kept in the vault and verify the same with the reserve cash register. This is the register which I was talking about, the RC register or RCR. This is called as gross check. So you are just verifying that whether the bundles which were there earlier, they are still there or not, or for that matter, in a particular scenario where your cashier was absent or was on leave in the previous day, whether the cash which was there present in the vault day before yesterday, whether it was there today, it is there today or not, all these small things you will be tallying again. At least once a week on staggering basis, the officer holding the charge of the cash will check the whole of bank cash balance. Fine. So entire bank's cash balance will also be checked at least once a week, and it's a norm. It's a norm. You can say that we keep Mondays for that. Certain branches, they are very much regular. That Mondays are the days for which we will be checking the entire balance of our branch. And for that matter, there will be certain branches who will be doing it on a staggering basis. Means what? Randomly on any day of the week. Then what about the shortage or excess in cash? You now know for sure that yes, you have checked the cash balance. How you will be checking the cash balance using these techniques. But if there is certain excess of cash or there is shortage of cash, how will be handling it at the branch level? So any shortage is recovered on the same day from the cash officer or head cashier, or for that matter, cashier, who in turn will recover it from the concerned employee. Okay, so always remember the onus lies on the employees only. Failing recovery on the same day, the amount of shortage should be debited to the suspense account. Always remember the amount will be debited to the suspense account, taking the signatures of the staff, whosoever is responsible. Fine. So if the recovery is not done on the same day, you should close your cash vault, fine, in the CBS, in your, you can say, Finacle. Only after that your branch EOD will happen. And if the amount is not tallied or you have failed to recover the amount which is short on that particular day, then you will do what? You will simply debit the suspense account and try the EOD. Any excess in the cash balance must be credited to sundry deposit accounts on the same day itself. So if there is shortage, which account is utilized? Suspense account. If there is excess, then we will be utilizing the sundry deposit account. Such type of questions are fairly common in PPB. So always remember the type of accounts involved in two different cases. Then we have the cash replenishment in ATMs. So how the cash will be replenished? See, let me just share with you one news report which was there, I think, in the yesterday's newspaper, which states that your cash is now being replenished mostly by the external agencies. Reason being, it is more cost effective. So slowly and gradually, the prediction is that in near future we will see all those branches who are maintaining an ATM will outsource the cash replenishment. So the staff involved in the cash transfer should be screened thoroughly. Fine. All those biometric prints must be taken. A user report is recorded and preserved also. It will also record the time and date of the replenishment of the ATM, whether you have utilized your key for the ATM, the card for the ATM, the branch card. or for that matter, whether you have entered the replenishment amount on this date at this time. All these things will be preserved and they will be recorded. Cash balance receipt is printed after replenishment, and mostly we have seen that the print of your cash balance receipt will be pasted in one register also. Cash in ATM and cash in transit are always covered by the insurance. This we must remember that you need not to worry. But yes, when we are being assigned a task of cash replenishment for our branch, we must take it seriously. But again, it is covered by insurance. Where cash management of ATM is outsourced, the reconciliation of all these you can say transactions will be at the the onus for that will fall on the service provider and its subcontractors. So always we have to ensure that whether the cash is there in the ATM or not. And mostly what we have seen that the regional offices also track this activity because RBI takes it very, very seriously. RBI states that whether the ATM should be up within a particular time gap or not. RBI also states in its reports that this particular bank is having the lowest quality of ATM service provided to the nearby area. So all these things are taken very, very seriously by the regional offices as well because the regulator is monitoring you. Then all the cash remittances in transit are covered under the blanket insurance policy, which is obtained by the bank. So blanket insurance policy will cover the losses for your cash, which if it happens. Then we have the custody of keys. Fine. So keys, they hold a different kind of importance, I would say. In the branch, you have different types of keys. Like one is for your cash vault, then you have the keys where you keep your files, fine, for the advances section. Then there are certain keys which will unlock the entire branch. Right? So all these keys, you must be having one set of pouch, or for that matter, one set of you can say purse also, where you can one set of bag also where you can keep all these important keys. And these keys must be assigned to the person concerned. For advances section, to the field officer or the credit officer. For cash, to the cash officer, or for that matter the service manager, or for that matter you can also give it to the head cashier. So the key register containing the details of all the keys and with whom are they held must be maintained. The main keys of the branch shall on no account leave the possession of the officials under whose charge they have been entrusted. So always remember, this is very, very important. The keys must be held with you if you are responsible for those keys. In case of safes previously handled by unauthorized officials, the levers of the locks should be changed. Right? So it will be changed if the keys have been uh, held by certain unauthorized officials. Mainly if certain bank manager was there earlier and now they are not in the service only and some charge sheet is pending against him or her, mostly then it is changed. Any important key showing signs of serious wear and tear should be informed to the head office and new lock may be ordered. So a head office must be consulted first, only then you will be ordering the new lock. No repairs to such locks be carried out without the prior permission of head office. Whenever a lock is changed or the levers of the locks are changed, it must be noted in the key register. So levers are very, very important. Whenever the change happens for the levers of the lock, they must be noted in the key register. Then what about the duplicate keys? There might be certain cases where we require the duplicate keys. So we'll pack their duplicate keys individually in the strong cloth lined envelope, which will be sealed by them with their seal. So a sealed envelope will be there within which the packet of duplicate keys will be held. The box of duplicate keys should be kept in safe custody with another local branch of the same bank or of another bank also, but mostly the same bank is preferred. Like you have one branch in this at the same place only, fine. Place X is there where you have three branches for, let's suppose, Bank of India. So Bank of India branch 1, Bank of India branch 2, Bank of India branch 3 at same place, right? At a distance of, you can say, 4 to 5 kilometer hardly. So what you can do, the duplicate key of branch 2 of Bank of India can be held by branch 1, or for that matter branch 3, and the systematically for branch 3 it will be held with branch 2 or branch 1, like that. The duplicate keys must be withdrawn from the safe custody and rotated once in every year. So always remember, it must be withdrawn from the safe custody within 1 year, and it will be rotated at least once. All instances of withdrawal of duplicate keys from safe custody and replacing the keys in safe custody should be advised to the head office. So head office must be involved again when we talk about the withdrawal of duplicate keys, or you are replacing the keys altogether for your safe custody. Then the location and layout related terms for your security concerns in the branch and as well as the ATM. So see, the location must be such which is nearby to the jurisdiction, fine, jurisdiction of a local police station. It's not like that some remote place is there where nobody can provide security for your branch. You are opening one particular branch there or an ATM there. No, there must be security person or the personnel who is working for the security of that particular branch. Protective fitting related, so all those protective fittings which are required must be taken seriously. Then we have the electronic security gadgets, which are what, nothing but the protective fittings only. There is why there is need for these electronic security gadgets, so that we feel protected in the branches, or for that matter our cash feels safe in the ATM. So CCTV must be installed, X-ray scanners should be there, sensors, electronic locks, hotlines, auto dialers. Then you have the time locks, turnstile gates, and access control. So this X-ray scanner or the sensor, mostly they are present in the local head offices, but yes, they are also electronic security gadgets. Then fire protections related, adequate number of fire extinguishers must be there, smoke detectors must be there, then mock drill must may be held regularly. Security guard related, so currency chest branches should have two armed guards. Always remember, this is important for the exam also, that the security at the currency chest branch should be double. So two armed guards must be there during working hours, and one armed guard round the clock. Okay, so during working hours, how many? Two. And when we talk about 24/7, one armed guard must be there. Before recruitment, proper inquiry must be made. Recruitment of what? Recruitment of your security guards. Then firearm related, the firearms should always be in working condition. Time barred cartridges should always be replaced. So you must replace the time barred cartridges in time only. Fine. When we talk about the specific measures which will be aligned with the currency chest, so issuing various notifications, or for that matter rules, for these currency chests, it can happen via the Ministry of Finance as well. Mostly it comes from the RBI, fine, but the direct instruction can be from the Ministry of Finance, specifically the banking division. Then installation of steel barricades must be there. Sometimes it is required for your currency chests. Segregating the currency chest area from the branch hall, if the currency chest branch is there and the operational, you can say, floor is the same one, then you must separate the branch hall from the currency chest area. Providing switches of electronic alarm system. So why the specific measures for the currency chest branches? Because these are those branches which will be replenished by the RBI, right? So mostly the first, you can say, entry point for the cash in our banking system is from the currency chests. So there will be certain branches where directly RBI provides the cash to these currency chest branches, or for that matter, designated chests will be provided direct cash from the RBI, and those designated chests will in turn replenish these currency chests, which will provide the cash for your branches. So that is why certain specific measures must be there for the currency chests. Then police support related payment and movement of large or bulk cash. When we talk about the movement of the bulk cash, whether police must be involved or not. So payment of large amount should be made inside the strong room or the enclosures away from the public view. Confidentiality of the movement of cash should be maintained. Fixed routine in regard to route, time, etc. in the movement of cash should be avoided. So you must keep on change. You must keep on, modifying your routine. Supposedly, you have replenished your cash from the chest branches on Monday this time. Then next time, if you are moving, let's suppose for the next time you pick some another day. Let's suppose it is Wednesday, and also the time as well. Earlier it was, let's suppose, 10 to 11 a.m. Now you have changed the time to 11 to 12 p.m. Like that. Keep on changing so that nobody can keep a track of your movement. Then what about the detection and impounding of counterfeit notes? See, when we talk about the counterfeit notes, they are more or less present in certain branches. Right? There are only some designated branches where you can handle the counterfeit notes. But if these notes are reported at, let's suppose, XYZ branch, how we will be handling that? Let's see. So transactions involving up to 4 pieces of counterfeit notes are consolidated in a statement sent by the nodal bank officer to the police authorities or the nodal police station, along with the suspect counterfeit notes at the end of the month. Fine. So if you have, let's suppose, 4 pieces of counterfeit notes or less than 4 pieces, then at the end of the month, you will be reporting it to the respective nodal bank officer. Along with that, police authorities will also be involved. For every transaction involving 5 or more pieces, FIR is filed immediately by the nodal bank officer with the local police authorities or the nodal police station. So 5 or more, you have direct FIR. Fine, you must do direct FIR immediately as soon as possible. But when we talk about the counterfeit notes which are 4 or less than 4, then they will be consolidated in a statement which will be sent by the nodal bank officer to the police authorities along with the suspect counterfeit notes at the end of the month. Monthly it will be handled, but if there are more than 5 or 5, then direct the FIR will be launched as soon as possible. A copy of monthly consolidated report or FIR is sent to the forged note vigilance cell. Fine, FNVC. This is a specialized cell at the head offices. So you will be sending the consolidated report or the FIR to the forged note vigilance cell as well. Acknowledgement of the police authorities concerned has to be obtained for the counterfeit notes forwarded to them. Okay, so this was it for today's concepts. Now let's see one question based on the previous lecture so that we can say for sure that yes, we are moving in the right direction. We are revising as well. So when I talk about the match the following questions, yes, they are prominent in our exam. And here, uh, if you look into the statement or for that matter, the data which is given to you, you just have to tell me the correct sequence. So presenting bank will be doing what? Paying bank will be doing what? Returning, clearing, sell, settlement or security feature in terms of check. Because in the last lecture we have talked about what? The CTS system, which involves the check clearing only. So how the correct sequence will look when we talk about this particular question? Presenting bank will be having what? It will be the bank or branch capturing the data and images of the check, or it will be the collecting bank, or both are the same. Like that you have to answer. Paying bank, whether the paying bank will be providing the data to the presenting bank for processing, or it is vice versa. Okay, try to answer this question. Okay, you can pause the video and then see the answer. The correct answer will be option A. That is, your presenting bank will be the bank or the branch capturing the data and images of the check. Then paying bank will be what? Payment processing, and it will be generating the return file for the unpaid instruments. Then when we talk about the returning clearing, here the data is provided to the presenting bank on the in case of return or the clearing phase. Then settlement, it will be a net position of each bank. Fine. So every bank will be having a particular settlement cycle based on which we will be settling the checks. Last one, security feature. Which is the security feature? It is your public key infrastructure, the PKI. Okay. So I hope that you have learned something new when we talk about today's lecture. And this particular question is your homework. Try to answer this in the comment section. It is again based on the lost check only. Fine. In the next video, we'll be talking about some more concepts. And when we talk about the PDF of this lecture, you can directly scan here and download the PDF from the virtual library. Fine. You will be redirected to the virtual library once you scan this particular QR. And from there, you can directly get the PDF instantly. Okay. If you have any kind of doubt, feel free to ask me in the comment section. And if you want to know the exact reason, or for that matter, why you should enroll in our paid classes, and if you are already considering enrolling in our courses and you have any kind of doubt, you can directly contact us on this number, that is 0981 981 9247. Okay, this is the number especially for our bankers. You can directly contact us here so that all your queries are addressed regarding the courses.